Okay, so hi everyone, Leslie Crook. I'm in the UK. I think of myself as the comsiest person in tech and the techiest person in comms. My background isn't tech, it's actually internal communications. So I love everything about the employee experience, employee engagement. You can find me on LinkedIn. This is my LinkedIn profile if you want to know more about me and connect with me. But this presentation is actually partially about the LinkedIn graph and how that will be integrating with Viva Insights and Viva Learning, and for a new feature that's coming through Viva, which is called Skills in Viva, which should be GA towards the end of the year or early next year. So I will go into that towards the end if I haven't run out of time. So Viva Wayfinder, it's about closing the digital skills gap, and it's looking at the new hire process, which could be well overwhelming in most organisations. So this is something that needs improving in every single organisation around the world, and that's why I think I've been invited to join this community call, because it needs, I think, lots of heads around it from lots of different kind of disciplines within the Microsoft ecosystem. So I'm talking about Viva, but I think the Power Platform community can do lots of come together and really help drive this forward around creating a really brilliant new hire process within Viva, but also with Copilot as well. So are you struggling to recruit your top talent? I'm not going to go through all of these, but the features and benefits of what I've pulled together is a proven framework. I've had the endorsement by some people in Microsoft, one of them's on this call, an integrated approach, and it takes the employee experience into human capital management. So where I've kind of like architected this out in a CDX tenant, I've used all of these products, and I'm, as I've said, Skills in Viva is coming, that sits between learning and insights. It will include SAP SuccessFactors, ServiceNow, Workday, and Copilot in Viva. And I think, as I've already said, the Power Platform as well. To roll this out inside of an organisation, this is where I really come in around the use of adoption and change management. So that's what I'm a specialist in. And then, so this solution, this idea of this, Vesa has been super supportive, and also John Mile, who is the product lead in Microsoft for Viva Insights and Viva Learning. So this is the framework of Viva. Some of you might be familiar with it, but for this session, I'm not going to be talking about Glint or Pulse. It also includes Answers in Viva, which is a feature that sits between Viva Engage and Viva Topics, which is retiring, but we do have SharePoint Search and Copilot, which is replacing that. And Skills in Viva sits between Viva Learning and Viva Insights. So the employee experience, I actually got this model from Kevin McDonald, who's on sitting on the call as well. So I think this is a great model. So the Viva suite, for the employee experience, it sits between, it comes into action between when you are onboarded and you are a new hire. Then we go into the part of employee engagement, upskilling, training, and all of these good things that go on inside, hopefully go on inside a business. It could be that you might be there 3 months, didn't work out, but you might be there 20 years. So that's kind of like the employee experience. And I think by now all of us have gone through this. So Viva Wayfinder, this is really simple, guys. It's not rocket science. So all I've done is taken the Viva products and I've sorted them in a sensible order that maybe a new hire could be introduced to. So we've got Viva goals for setting your objectives and key results within a team of people that is aligned to why the company exists and why you have been given that role inside of the organisation. Then from there, you should be introduced to the connection side, Viva Engage, your social network to share your news, and your a perfect place to do Copilot change management, but also for your pet photographs as well. Then have a look at your insights. We've got here, personal insights, Viva Insights Premium, and we've got Glint, help new team members spend time more productively, avoiding burnout and getting those enterprise-wide surveys across the business, just in time. And then we've got growth, and we've got here Viva Learning. So this is an LXP, a learning experience platform that can bring in, integrates with learning management systems. And we've got lots of these. So the white signifies product groups, and the red signifies features within a number within maybe 2 product groups. So that's why we've got answers in Viva and skills in Viva rather than Viva goals or Viva Engage. So these are the partner systems, the partner companies that are part of Viva Learning. There's probably even more of them now that have been acquired or in partnerships with Microsoft. So this is building and building. This is the Viva Home experience, and you can look this up yourselves. Oops, I've clicked accidentally there. If you look up viva.cloud.microsoft, you can see how this displays in your own organization. So I don't think many people actually know that that exists, but that might be something to do after the call. See what you've already got switched on, and you get this beautiful dynamic view of Viva in your business. So Viva Wayfinder, as I've kind of like designed it, is this little symbol here. It's just this little star. So I've created a card here for the new hire process, and it jumps onto this. When you click on it, it jumps onto this employee onboarding SharePoint out of the box site, and this is where I basically walk the new hire through the Viva Wayfinder. And I've made fun here. I've tried to, everything I do in adoption and change management, I try to make it fun, make it really personal to this particular organization. I'm not going to go through now. You can probably briefly read how I've laid this out, but I've made this as fun as possible around using the product areas. I've also added in here 6 simple steps into Microsoft 365 as part of that new hire process, because you have people joining organizations that they don't even know what the difference is between OneDrive and SharePoint. We all know this can be a real issue, but we're talking about Copilot. We're taking them off into the stars and they don't even know, how to manage their files appropriately. So let's give them some simple training and, upskill with the digital literacy inside organizations. So this is that SharePoint template that I use just out of the box. And this is what it looks like. You can have a news article. There's this simple card. This is really, really simple stuff. So then Viva Wayfinder meets the users where they are, make it mobile, sociable. That's the whole point of kind of like Viva. It can be, used by anyone's mobile because of multi-factor authentication and endpoint manager and Intune. This is how it displays out on your mobile. So what I've added in here as well is a planner task by the hiring manager, so that it's been as a little checklist there for the new hire to have a look at the Viva goals with the manager, then go on to Viva Engage and introduce themselves, then step into Viva Learning to see what skills, see mandatory training and digital training that they should do. Then there's Viva Insights, and then I put on there, please ping me on chat if you need anything. But then I took it a stage further. We're using Loop in chat. So this is a loop to that planner task. So on that first day, we've got here Megan Bowen has sent a message to Megan, the new, I'm getting mixed up with who my personas are, but it's basically telling that new hire, hello, these are the tasks I've got set out for you. Let's talk later on in the day or tomorrow because I'm in busy meetings. So from a hiring manager recurring actions point of view of this simple new hire process, so it's just basically 3 steps, because this might be for maybe a retail business where they are bringing in new hires on, for seasonal work or, for short-term work. So this is for a person that might be going again and again to bring in new people. So basically, it's 3 simple steps. Put in that IT request that might be out on ServiceNow, and ServiceNow is integrated with one of the companies that integrates with Teams and Viva. So assign the new hire job to planner for that Wayfinder task and adjust the start and end date, and then use Loop as that part of that integration as well. So I used I created the little logo using Microsoft Designer. You don't have to use that. Blend it in as you like. Redesign is appropriate. Here's another little image I used here as well to give that kind of idea of a wayfinder. So I don't know how much time I've got left. I just probably need another minute. But skills in Viva is landing. This is a thing. It's coming from LinkedIn Graph with Microsoft Graph. It's owned by John Mile. This was announced by Microsoft in November at Ignite. So this session is there if if you want to go and have a look on it. It's going to be pretty powerful stuff. There is a video. I'm not going to show it now, but it will be, David's going to put it in the chat. It's about a minute and a half, and it's a Microsoft video that shows you how skills in Viva is working. So this is what my skills look like on LinkedIn, and you can add, I think, up to 50 skills, which is really powerful when you're looking for a new job, because it's going to be pulling through from those algorithms. And then this is how it's going to pull through. This is an example report that I've got from Microsoft. So this is where Viva Insights is going to be working with the LinkedIn graph. So this particular one is looking at skills related to machine learning in an organization that's got 1,240 people. And I'm just coming to the end of this. So this is basically the same model that I showed before, which is taking what is the Viva employee experience into now human capital management, where it's going right out onto LinkedIn to recruit that top talent. So this is where I'm seeing, and I've had the endorsement, this is where Viva is now going. It's shifting into human capital management with the fact that you can bring in Workday and ServiceNow. So look at all the stuff, all the amazing products that are in, at our fingertips. So I'm just going to round off by saying we can't be specialists anymore, even though we are amazing specialists, probably in the Power Platform, everything. I think we need to shift to being generalists and being, a real focus on one particular area, but having awareness of all these other touch points in the Microsoft ecosystem. We've all been forced down that Copilot track, but equally, there is these other amazing tools and products and features that are coming through. So I'm not going to read that off, but this is basically a little kind of like what I'm hearing as a consultant around this is what the customers are wanting and needing at this time, but there could be more things here. But I did put under there, the last one is develop a fully integrated, simple new hire solution. Yeah, so I did spot this the other day. This is my last slide, everyone. So it's bringing in LinkedIn, Microsoft 365, PowerPoint, SharePoint to let's look. You really brainy, clever people that are on this call and in this community around developing a brilliant new hire journey. And I saw on here that we've got Copilot Studio will allow access to systems like SAP, Workday and ServiceNow. So that's where I've been saying for the last couple of months, this is going into human capital management. So that's it.